Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant. We are back for our playthrough of Tyranny. We are about to finish, I think, the Rust Canyons area. We've cleared out the entire encampment of the Unbroken. We've killed the Unbroken rebels, well, not rebels, the Unbroken soldiers over here. And now we have to explore this little corner, which I didn't see before. We have to push this boulder, I think. And then we found Elias, their leader, all the way over there. But I'm gonna save that for last. So let's first see what we have. Right. And I also leveled up Landry before I started the episode. So I'll just show you guys what I did here. I just gave him one more point in finesse. Again, I still think that accuracy really is the main thing we want to go for, especially when playing on the higher difficulties. I was considering resolve, but I went for accuracy instead. And then I gave him greater renewal. So this is just an improved version of renewal. Instead of 0.5 armor per piece of armor worn, we get +1 armor, which is gonna double the bonus. And then we're also gonna double the bonus of armor pen that we also get from this buff, which is just better, basically. I briefly looked at what was over here, and I don't really think it plays too much into what I'm doing with Landry. Landry is mostly a spellcaster, not really somebody just shooting his weapon. So I think Sage makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure if going all the way down here made much sense, but it's fine overall. So Preservation is gonna be my next choice. So yeah, that's it. Let's now push this boulder and see what we have behind it. The path is blocked by an enormous boulder, and we have Athletics to roll the boulder through sheer strength alone. Or we can use the sturdy metal pole we picked up in the previous episode to roll this boulder. I thought the pole was going to be used to lower the bridge, but apparently not. Let's go for Athletics to level up our skill.
Let's be off.
And... oh. We have people here. They are part of the Unbroken, so they're not hostile, which feels a little bit strange to me, but I'm going to buff assuming that they will be hostile, because I can definitely imagine that happening. Let's go for Polish Arms. You go... God, I've been confusing these two now for a while. And Guidance on my main character. I think it's because I swapped the hat.
As you command.
Okay. So you can move a little bit up. Let's buff with Mirror Image. You buff him up with Gift of the Golem. And now you two buff yourselves.
I will aid you.
And we're good to go. So stealth up. And let's see what we have here. Hold! The soldiers, weary from lack of nourishment, scramble to draw weapons and step to attention as the apparent leader steps forward to address you. I don't recognize you. Are you with the Unbroken? Not a lot of options here. I don't know who you are, but I've come to water the parched soil. Okay, so what I'm wondering is... I wonder if I speak to Elias before coming here, if I would get a different option. Okay, so I'll try that. I'm gonna pause the game, I'm gonna load back. We're gonna meet Elias and then come here afterwards. And I'm back. The advantages of not playing in Iron Man. We can load back. This again, and this again. Okay. Level up done. We can unstealth because we know there's nothing on the way. Oh, okay.
Found something.
Well, that's more experience. Nice. Okay, so we want to go... I really dislike that I cannot click where I want to go on the map. I can't just right-click here, for example. Oh, okay. I got a little bit ahead of myself, but yeah, we met her here. The captain shouts to the remaining troops. We can take these ironclads. If they're as dense and clueless as their Archon, they should fall like splintered masts. Lady, you are literally pinched, flanked. You're not gonna win this fight. Catching sight of you, Elia calls out to her soldiers once more. Reinforcements approaching. Good to see you here, Fatebinder. Time to cleanse Rust Canyons of the Unbroken taint. They won't leave these canyons alive. My men are ready to die, and we're only too happy to take down as many of you as possible. Her lips pressed together in a determined smile. I have a spear destined for your right eye whenever you feel like embracing the void. Okay, I don't actually like any of these options here. Because I would like to interrogate her and find where the artifact is. And it doesn't seem like I have any options here. To Jacomus, Graven Ash protects. Let's kill this one and take the region for the Archon. Okay. For the Archon! Barik snaps a salute and raises himself for the fight. I should have gotten loyalty here, my friend. Yes, we will honor Ash and his family with our conquest in his name. Prepare yourself for the void, miscreant. Pitiful zealots. The Archon doesn't value our lives any more than I do, so die by my hand and spare yourselves disappointment. She lunges to attack. Now, with me having the map open, I didn't even notice where we were. I would have liked to pre-buff for this, but let's see how bad it is. We only have 3 allies and they have 5 people. I can stealth up, which is weird, but the same thing happened on Pillars of Eternity 2 at least. Am I gonna bother with this? Just go for her and let's see how this goes. In the meantime, I'll try to do some buffs here with the rest of our people and see how things progress. Okay, they're all moving in over there. I will start with Iron Tolling and then probably buff himself with Spectral Blur. Verse can buff herself with Spectral Blur right now. And Lantry is going to buff us all up with Renewal. Okay. Yeah, let's go for this. He's gonna take some hits here for sure. But nothing too serious. Wait, what's happening? Do that. Okay, so we have 3 people here. I think I'll try to hit as many as possible with my Cloud, as usual. And Lantry can go for a stun over... actually, stun over here.
Won't happen.
He's getting hit, but not by much. So do that. Zoom in a little bit more on the action. Okay, good stun. Now, what are you gonna do? You can give guidance to my main character. And then give Barik Gift of the Golem. She has just buffed herself, so let's go in and start bashing on them. Withering Cloud just went out. Do I bother with this Polish Arms? Sure, I'll give it to Verse. What you doing, woman? Waiting for a clear path? Can't you just do this?
I will aid you.
You can. I don't know what... Okay, weird.
You got it.
Ah, you bitch. Good job. Stab, stab. Skewer. Polish Arms, good. I'll go for the boulder here, try and knock them all down. You're giving me guidance. This guy is doing nothing. I think he's kind of bugged because he thinks there's no path towards Barik, which is weird, but okay. Yeah, man. I love Polish Arms, I will say that much. With the volcanic accent, it's really good. There goes the boulder. Let's buff us up here. Let's go for a Rhyme Spike on their leader. Oh my lord. Dude, so many crits! And a lot of damage. Very, very good. Let's fireball this guy.
Why can't I hit anything?
They're holding the line there. She should die right now. She did not die. That was a nice hit. Why haven't you died? Come on, just go down. I hope she doesn't die. She just like falls to her knees or something. Surrendered. Okay, yeah, good. So we can talk to her after the fight. And that's a big heal from Lantry. And find information on the artifact, I would assume. Let's go for one of these actually on you.
No, sorry.
Jolt 3. You missed the jolt. Rolled a 2. Okay. Critical miss, it's fine. Oh, they actually killed one. Okay, I'm going to assume this guy's gonna die to these 3, so I'll just move in to help my friends. Turn off slow-mo, there's no need for it. Let's try and petrify this guy. He still has a lot of HP. Did you stab him, or did you miss? I'm going to... it grazed. Okay, so he does have the debuff here. Cool. So Lantry, let's go for a Rhyme Spike as well.
On it.
Let's see if Petrify holds. He's dead. He died very quickly, actually. Get over there. Rhyme Spike. Petrified. Awesome, he's dead. Let's go over here. Oh, come on, just
Yes.
make the way around, dude.
For the glory of Kairos!
The pathing is so silly in this game sometimes. Jacomus is still perfectly... Oh... You know what I think is happening here with this effect? Is that... It doesn't make sense to me, but okay. It's that since I'm the person who buffed with Polish Arms, the volcanic sigil triggers from my location, not the person who crit. Because Verse was the one who crit. That's so weird. I don't agree with the way this works, but okay, it's fun, I guess, at least. Let's pew 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 you.
Damn thing could pierce cloth.
Very good. Verse, don't you die, okay? Yeah, she won't die. Famous last words.
Why can't I hit it?
He missed her, nice. Just do that and then attack.
Damn thing could pierce cloth.
Dude, will you go down? Thank you. Okay, let's interrogate the lady. I'm still alive? Shit, that wasn't part of the plan. The Unbroken captain grunts and squints up at you through a haze of pain. I'm not telling you anything. My secrets, they come with me to the grave. We could always find more creative ways of extracting information. Now that we've thrown a spear into their scavenging plans, we can afford to take our time. Just kill me and be done with it. She levels her gaze with you. We both know I won't bow to torture. You'd only be wasting your time. I doubt that. Oh, break her fingers. God damn it. You have nothing left to lose, but I can still ensure that Stalwart finds peace under Kairos. Let's try reasoning. I gained Wrath with Bled and Mark? Why? I disagree with that. That's more of a promise than these corrupt scavengers are by far, but I'll grant you that she talks more than a corpse. Oh, fuck that. The men and women here with me would rather go down fighting than accept your overlord's tarnished definition of peace. She sighs and casts her gaze beyond you. I suppose that you being here means we all opted for death. You're just being stubborn for the sake of it. You could have helped me in the edict, a pity it had to go this way. If you don't cooperate, your people will be enslaved for the duration of the war. Haulers, ditch diggers, pallet warmers. Is that what you want? Well, let's try this. She cares about her people, so this might matter. She squeezes her eyes shut. You always imagine you can stand up to this kind of pressure until it's right there in front of you. I believe you're ruthless enough to keep that promise. Damn you, I'll talk. Now that was some impressive work. My policy has always been to kill folks and hope their orders were written on their palm, but you've got a knack for getting people talking. What do you want to know? Don't expect me to hold these wounds closed, you're on borrowed time. What do you know about Ash's daughter Amelia? Who? The captain coughs into her sleeve and shakes her head. I'm not in the business of breaking up families, that's Kairos' domain. Outside of Rust Canyons and Iron Hearth, the only ironclads I know of are in Duskwatch. She focuses her bleary eyes on you. But you'd have taken care of them already, wouldn't you? Bastard. You're looking for an artifact, right? Aye, and we've been searching for some time. She glances around with evident exhaustion. A fool's errand, perhaps. Suppose I'll never know for sure. We were hunting for the remains of Regent Aspeson. Before the war, he carried the steadfast insignia, a cloak pin that was passed down the line of First Regents. Her eyes twinkle as she says the name. Remembering herself, Ilya grimaces and looks at you with loathing. What did you learn about the Regent? We were looking for the body of the First Regent Aspeson, who was presumed dead during the war. Instead, we found records of his past movements. The final word on the matter is that he journeyed to a breach in the Oldwalls and never returned. Oh, are we gonna go into the Oldwalls? She frowns to herself. Not sure what he was doing in there, unless he wanted to unleash the Bane against his favorite somehow. Dumb shit. Oh. We sent a small team led by one of our best, Gregos, to investigate. Like as not the steadfast insignia is there in the breach. Okay. She spits. May you never find it. What is this insignia? It's a cloak pin worn by the First Regent, supposed to help you stand tall against... She lurches in pain and coughs up a glob of phlegm. Shit. Stand tall against shitty odds. I don't know if it works, but I can't think of any odds shittier than the wind wall around Sentinel Stand. How did a breach form in the Oldwalls? She attempts a meager shrug. We've been a little preoccupied with you northern fuckers to waste our time patrolling the length of the country, so you'll excuse me if I'm shady on the details. My best guess, either an Edict of Storms blasted a hole in the ancient stone, or something blasted its way out. Does either option help you sleep better at night? I thought not. How do I get to the local spire? There's no direct road, but the breach in the Oldwalls is set to lead to the ocean spire's floor. If you're dead set on making the journey, you'll come across worse foes than the Unbroken. Who leads the Unbroken? Oh. Matthias was our captain during the war, but in Stalwart to come I would see him take on a higher authority. She sighs and looks up at the darkened sky. Looks like those brighter days aren't for the likes of me. Last I heard he was rounding up men in Trapper's Junction, but that was some time ago. He was due to leave by now. He was looking for Dauntless, the sword of unbroken champions. He thought that could rally us, give us hope. She laughs bitterly. Anything else you want to tell me? I have nothing more to say. You've bled me dry. She hesitates and forces herself to focus back at you. Are you going to leave me be or what? We can kill her. We can kill her mercifully. Or you're better to me as prisoner than a corpse. I mean, I don't like being... It's not necessarily evil, but these options, dude. Keeping her prisoner isn't really that much of a better option, but... Let's go for this one. I don't want to kill her. Elia surveys the surroundings, a wasteland of scrap. Unfortunately, I have no intention of going quietly or furthering your sick goals. So, F off. Snatching up a shard of rusted iron, Elia lashes out, taking several desperate and capable swipes at you. She doesn't stop this frenzied, relentless assault until you drive a blade through her chest and pin her corpse to the ground over her homeland. Well, she died fighting. That's what she wanted, I guess. So dies a daughter of fallen stalwart. Giacomus nods. Good work, Fatebinder. I'll regroup with Theodore and rescue secure Rust Canyons for the disfavored. Okay. Addendum added. Seats of power. Okay. That which remains completed.
I cannot.
We have a new path over here. Breaking the enemy. Travel to Trapper's Junction. Travel to the Oldwalls Breach. A breach between worlds. Okay. Ooh. She has a stalwart great axe, superior. Uh-huh. So, I'm not really gonna be using its own thing. Ah, it had to be heavy, didn't it? It has thorns. When critically hit, deals a little bit of pierce damage. But the armor itself is good armor. And finally, this favored patrol map. This map found on Ilia's corpse charts Unbroken patrol routes. There are notes and amendments that change the schedule based on the accurate intelligence of disfavored patrols. Further commentary suggests that this information was obtained from a point of contact in the Scarlet Chorus. Of course. Of course. That's, yeah, treason.
I cannot.
For the voices of Nerat, for sure. Okay, so given the dialogue we had here, I don't expect there to be another option over here with these guys, but let's see. Okay, they're still there at least. I'm gonna buff up for the single purpose of leveling up my skills. I don't need it for this fight, I don't think. This.
Consider it done.
Okay.
Apologies, but I can't do it.
I like that he says he can't do that and then he does that.
As you command.
You got it.
Okay. Business as usual.
Look out.
Yeah, okay. So no new options. I don't know who you are, but I've come to water the parched soil. We gain wrath with Unbroken. Without a word, the soldiers leap to attack. I would imagine that we would have different options here. Maybe if we had betrayed both Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus and made our own way, maybe we could make some friends with the Unbroken. I don't know. As it stands, though, you die.
Stand together!
Dude. That was awesome. Misses, misses, misses. Deflection. Nice. Roll the 20. Because she has 202 dodge. And deflection again. And that was very cool. Okay, Iron Tolling went out. Let's start killing people here. I'll go for the line.
You got it.
As you command.
Do something, Bardic, please.
I will aid you.
Okay, you can go for like a Rhyme Spike. Or actually, this is a AoE, isn't it? So, stab this guy over there. That's a good line. I'll take off slow mode. I don't think this is gonna be a tough fight at all. Ah, did you really have to leave the line? God damn it.
You got it.
Let's toss out the giant boulder. Stab, spell breached. Rhyme spike over there. Oh! Boulder, boulder, boulder. Oh, level up as well. Nice. Oh, there goes the bounce. Right. Yeah, so using the boulder in tight quarters is much better. Assuming it does like bounce and then bounce, it could even hit all three of these again. It did hit that one. Jolt there. Then do a fireball there. Icicle storm going out. Good. Fireball here. Then rhyme spike here. Then jolt there. Should be enough. Smack her.
I'll do it for the North.
They're all very much dead.
I'm on it.
Level up your heal. Rhyme spike. Got knocked prone. Okay. Stun. Petrify. He probably dies to mage fire. Maybe. Dead. And dead. Okay.
Let's be off.
Verse is doing a nice job. I think ever since we swapped from daggers to like the mace and the axe, we've been doing a lot better. I think the daggers just don't have enough damage to work their way through enemy armor. It's just too much. This is exactly the same thing as I have. You as well. Okay. So there's no point in using this.
Got it.
Oh. I think it's a sword. It deals slash damage. Oh, it's just better than what you have. Holy crap. Dude, I feel like Frank in Everybody Loves Raymond. Holy crap. That's a very good weapon. It's just strictly better than my other weapons. The only issue here is the damage type. It's only slashing. My stalwart broadsword is slash pierce, and the mace is obviously crush. I think I'm gonna replace the sword because I still want to keep the crush damage. Praying. Oh. Bonus damage for missing HP. 1-to-1 ratio? That's... Really? You would do 50% extra damage versus somebody at half HP? Holy crap. It's a dagger, isn't it? It's a dagger. A dagger dealing slash damage is kind of weird, but I'll take it. It's just a good weapon. This campfire smells of rust and burnt hair. Whoever built it struggled with the Rust Canyon's scarcity of kindling.
See you there.
Cheese.
I cannot. I cannot.
Okay. So, it is somewhat early in the episode, so let me do the level ups right now. Unless I find myself too confused. Okay, I like round numbers. Let's keep going for accuracy. I think maybe 16 here is enough. And then I'm gonna put some more into might and also into vitality, perhaps. Now let me see what I have over here. For each enemy engaging him, Barik gains a bonus to any damage he deals. So, this is good. But it's situational, right? More often than not, we open the fight with Iron Tolling, which means he gets surrounded by people, which makes this quite good. It's like almost a 40% damage increase. Once per combat when Barik's health is critical, he gains a bonus to might... No. I never want him to go to critical HP. Now, my only question is, I would like to get engagement attack 3. Or this also. Or even this, 8 seconds to give ourselves time to heal him is pretty good. 1 per encounter also, not per rest. And when a hostile effect spirals on Barik, he gains a bonus to endurance, will, and magic defense for a short time. This one I don't care about. And what is this? Deal damage to all nearby enemies. This damage increases for each enemy engaging Barik. Oh my god, man. Okay, this could be stupid. Man, they're not... they're not... what's the word, man? I don't know the proper word in English. Somebody help me in the comments. What I mean to say is that a lot of games, when they work on bonuses, on abilities, they tend to go for a much lower amount. Like, I would expect to see here something like 10% bonus damage per enemy, something like that. But in Tyranny, it's 50% per enemy engaged. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. Per enemy engaged, not engaging Barik. It still works very well with this. It still works very well with this. This would mean, with this and 3 people around him, it's a 150% bonus damage. Okay, but if I want to reach this point here, I need 9 talent points. Which feels a little bit crappy. I mean, this one is a definite bonus. So I like this. I could definitely take this for sure to make my way down. But these 2 here are kind of whatever. This would not be bad. I mean, this also affects him, right? This might not be bad, because we've been getting prone a couple of times already, which I don't like. But I don't like a stance that makes me immobilized. So 1 point, 2 points would allow me to go down to engagement attack 3, which is not super necessary. And then we have greatly increased damage. I am just not sure if it's going to be 30% on top of this plus 20, or if it goes from 20 to 30. I'm thinking it's from 20 to 30, so it's a 10% bonus damage. And I also really like Last Stand. Okay, so I can definitely see a way to work through Punisher and make my way into Blade's Embrace. But I also really like... Well, I like this as well. I didn't know this got upgraded, actually. I like this a lot as well. Ooh. Taking 50% share damage from target. That's very decent. But we've been able to not have our other allies getting focused too much. So it's not as necessary. Leap to the aid of an ally, taunting enemies nearby. I like this. I definitely like this. Once per combat when Barik's health is critical. I just don't know what critical means. Plus 8 armor though is quite good. When he uses Bond for Honor, I'm guessing this thing. Both Barik and target gain a damage absorbing shield for a short time. That's very good. Phalanx 2 plus 4 armor. Wait. On melee hit. Me hitting the enemy or the enemy hitting me? I don't know. But it seems like thorns. Shield of Suffering. Allied AoE. Recover 35% of target's health and convert 100% of total healing into a shield. Oh my god. Dude, he has so many good things. Okay, I think I'm gonna get some stuff from this side now. And then go back over here. I'm thinking of getting... I need 6 to reach this point. I'm thinking of getting Shield Wall. Then Seasoned Veteran 2. And then Defender's Watch 1. And then make my way down. I would be delaying a lot of this cool stuff, however. But yeah, I wanna go Sentinel here. I'll go for the Shield Wall. You see, this is why sometimes I like to leave the level ups for the next episode, because I can spend a lot of time here. And Verse... Huh? Oh, not Verse, me. I leveled up. So we have 19 Wits, we have 19 Finesse. I can go for cooldown reduction or I can go for increase of affliction duration. Again, I like round numbers. I'm gonna go for this one, just for a 14 here. Oh my god. That's right. Okay, so first of all, let's just see what we have. Once per combat, when you fall to low health, you let out a battle cry that heals you and your party members for a portion of their maximum health. One thing I'm curious about this is, will this trigger if I were to be like one shot? So, if I have 100 HP and the enemy deals 120 damage, would I straight up die bypassing second wind, or would this trigger and keep me alive? I don't know. Boost morale. Wait, this is a passive? While in combat, your party members that fight near you gain a bonus... Near you. 3 meters. I do tend to actually stay somewhat close to them. But +1 to everything is quite good. Abundant... I don't care about this. Seize the initiative. After attacking a target from stealth, increase damage dealt by you and your party members for a short time. Now, 20% extra damage for 30 seconds, but it's on a weapon hit. If it's on a weapon hit, I don't like it. Okay, well, the obvious choice right now is extra spell slots. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so good. I'm not gonna go for this yet, otherwise we would spend the entire episode here. I'll look at the spells at the start of the next episode. I'll fill up the I'll fill up the spell slots before I start the episode, and then I'll tell you guys what I did. Give me just 1 second, please. And I am back. Man, poor little Verse at level 9. While everybody else is 11 and 12. Okay, so we have not been here yet.
You didn't see nothing.
I'm just stealthing to see if I can find something hidden. Seems like no.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Negative, Fatebinder. Okay, so let's look at our quest log here. So, primary. A breach between worlds. This is a primary quest, really. Oh, right, because it's part of this. A trial of Archons. We have found evidence against Voices of Nerat. Oh, wait. Disfavored forces were either unqualified or too undermanned to take Duskwatch by force, demonstrating Ash's misappropriation of soldiers even in his home territory. Okay, I didn't know this had gotten placed here. The Scarlet Chorus aided the Unbroken during the Civil War. The Voices of Nerat was using Archean bronze to funnel weapons to the Vindian Guard, yeah. Cleaning out the junkyard. Return to Theodore. Didn't... Oh no, I spoke with Giacomo, not him. Okay, it's a good thing I opened this up. Unbreaking the enemy, Travel Trappers Junction. Okay. And we got an update on this, didn't we? Find a way to open Ocean Spire in the Blade Grave. Yes. Spire located in the Blade Grave region, this much is known. However, due to Carlos' edict, navigating there might be nearly impossible without knowing the way. You travel to the Blade Grave and determine a safe path to the Spire. You have learned that the Spire in the Blade Grave is located near a breach in the old walls. Now it is just a question of how to navigate to the sun to get there. I think we need the artifact to do this, right? I would imagine that much. So Theodore should be over there. Run, people, run. We can get there today. Okay. Let me tell you, I am seriously liking this game quite a bit. I am liking it a lot. Oh, he's over here now. My scouts tell me the Rust Canyon is dead quiet. We're finding scavenger corpses but no signs of enemy activity. As he turns away, he gestures towards one of his soldiers and says, "Pay the man his dues." I will definitely accept the rings, my thanks. Really? If this is copper, speed advancement, you've earned it. Dude. It was copper. He gave me 70 copper. Dude. Go die in a fire. Okay, that's 70 copper. Wow. It's kind of amazing, man. A quick save. I guess I'll... Oh, what is this? Wait. Wait. What is that? When did I get this? Glory. Remove a hostile effect on kill. Did I see this before and just forgot? Or did I completely miss it? No, it's much worse. I would like to compare it to this one. Come on. Same damage, same accuracy, same recovery, but has cleansing. Okay, straight up improvement. Okay, so what do I want to sell? I will sell this for sure. I don't remember why I have these items here, to be honest. Ah, right, I remember this decision here. Armor pen versus everything else. This is... okay, this is just worse. This can go away. This can go away. This can go away. I'm never using that anyway, so... This can also go away because we have an additional shield already. Alright, so this goes. Broken javelin. This can also go. These bows I saw were worse than what I'm using. God damn it. I am just not sure if this skull... It says sold to a merchant for spare parts. Okay. That's a decent amount of money, so I'll take it. Okay, now, I have some decisions to make here, because I want to try out some things. One of those things is, there was a door in the Sunset Spire that was not open to me at the time. I also received a comment some time back saying that I should go and speak with Bled and Mark again. Now, the problem with this is my immediate close by quests are right here. So it's kind of silly to, you know, to just go on a very long trip. Also, at the same time, if I can go to the Oldwalls Breach and gain access to the Spire, I can then just teleport. Okay, let me quick save this. Actually, wait. And I'm back. So quick save this. And I wanted to see... Yeah, because this will be advancing the main quest. And I don't like advancing main quests if I still have optional quests first. Well, let's see. I have the save. So if something gets weird with the optional quests, I'll just load the game back. So, Oldwalls Breach, what does it say? Scouts have recently confirmed the presence of an opening leading into the old walls at this location. The immediate area is likely dangerous given the high risk of bane infestation. The breach is not far from the site where the Unbroken regent Epistratos famously clashed with disfavored forces at the close of the war. It's fine. Encounter in the Blade Grave. You crest a rise in the road, revealing an expansive vista before you. The winds of Kairos' Edict of Storms howl to the Blade Grave, driving clouds of rust and grit through ravines gouged by the Maelstrom. The arcane storm has twisted corroded iron and bronze into jagged formations that arc high above the land. In the distance, you espy through the tempest a barbed silhouette, unmoving against the horizon. It towers aside a shallow gully, offering a momentary respite from the gale. Okay, I'll approach it. By some combination of erosion and accretion, the structure is significantly narrower at its base than its apex, expanding upward like the bloom of an enormous alloyed tulip. As you approach, you catch sight of the bent remains of several banner poles, one of which even bears the tattered remnants of a standard, little more than a few dozen wispy threads whipping in the wind. Examine the formation. You hold a hand against the wind to get a better look at the formation. The arcane edifice rises above you, an overhanging plane of shattered detritus, broken by the rare glimpse of bone or dried flesh. Desiccated strands of human organs dangle darkly, snapping in the wind like bullwhips. Empty eye sockets peer down at you from shadowed helms. Some of the metal looks salvageable. Alternatively, you could try ascending the tower by its jutting thorns. Can I climb and then salvage? That's a lot of experience. Tightly gripping the curved spines above you, you raise your feet and find some purchase with your boots. As you pull yourself up, your back and forearms ache. Time dilates as you pull yourself higher, one hand after the other, and it feels like hours pass before you find an alcove deep enough to offer some respite. You climb into it, breathing heavily, and are surprised to find a large fissure among the rusted stalactites. You lower yourself into it and find yourself in a small, dim room, illuminated only by the threads of daylight peeking in through the windswept metal spines. Smooth stones compose the floor, and the splintered remnants of wooden posts bear up the 5 corners. A sizable square opening, framed with worn wood and bearing a pair of broken hinges, is sunken into the floor near the far wall, descending into deeper darkness. Lower yourself into the dark. You drop a torch into the hole and, when nothing hostile responds, gingerly lower yourself through the door. Your feet find perched on a ladder of holes cut into the stone, allowing you to climb easily down. After retrieving the torch, you discover yourself within a quiet pentagonal room, sheltered from the edict raging outside. Judging from the shuttered arrow slots, the rack of verdigris-coated weapons, I don't know what this is, and the empty armor stands, this was once a watch post of old stalwart. The scents of decay and old feces permeate the air. Search the ruin. This must be what it smells like to be Barik, of course. For the most part, the room is disappointingly barren. A table stands against one wall with some simple dust-coated dishes. Clothes are piled under some moth-eaten hammocks. As you pass your torch over one corner, you find the jumbled remains of a watchman. The broken bones and disarray of the skeleton suggests a violent demise, as do the human-sized teeth marks. Finally, you see a corpse in the corner furthest from the entrance, its leathery skin largely intact save for the gaping wound in its abdomen from which long-dried organs spilled and congealed into a single mass. The body is folded over an old war axe. You brush the dust from the handle and find the wood intricately worked in the ocean iconography so common to the tiers. Taking the weapon's haft in both hands, you pull it from the dead man's abdomen. You are rewarded with an iron-headed axe of unusual quality. The preternaturally sharp blade reflects, or perhaps glows with, a faint green light. The party has received Entropy's Rend. Oh! Prize in hand, you leave the tower and continue towards your destination. Entropy's Rend. An exquisite one-handed, awesome, axe. Slash damage. 9 armor pen. And on a crit, it removes all armor from the enemy. 1 piece of armor. After 6 seconds for 30 seconds. Why after 6 seconds? Come on, man. And eroding. Degenerating. Okay. We'll see what that is in a second. Huh. Okay. Let's see if Verse or Barik want this. Where is it? Here. It's not an easy choice. Now I'll say why. Over harm's way, I don't think I want to swap it. Because there's so much accuracy in harm's way and such low recovery that I kind of want to keep it. And in terms of glory, the mace has cleansing, which is not nothing. However, I do think 9 armor pen is going to be better than the other stuff it has. I prefer it on her, I think. It's a lot more recovery, which makes me sad, but I'll still do it. How do you compare to Barik? Nah. Okay, so we are in the Oldwalls Breach. What do we have here?
See you there.
Okay, so again, you guys lost your stances. I think because he leveled up. What is this? Unbroken. Okay. So a
Brave
fight
ash protects.
right out of the gate, I would imagine. I count at least 3 enemies here. Can you people loot the corpse? Thank you. A cloth hat. Move back, move back, move back, move back. Okay, I counted at least 4. There's no choke point, but this is like a curve, which should help. I know we're near the end of the episode, but let me just try this one more fight, because I feel like playing a little bit more. And just for fun, I'll try out Twisting Flame. Ah, come on, man. Sure, it's fine. Put it there. What else do I have for fun? What do you do in a line? Oh, right. I wanted to try this. I forgot about this. God damn it. I completely forgot about this. Sure. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Clump up. Let's hurry up. I don't have a lot of time left. I haven't used this yet. Okay.
Right.
Let's have it then.
Okay, good. Stealth up. At attention! A band of unbroken warriors rouse into position as their leader stands alert to your presence. The stalwart captain whistles a shrill note as you approach, and his comrades lurch to attention. He turns to regard you with open distaste. Tuck your tail and scamper back the way you came. The Unbroken won't tolerate northern scum getting in our way. I'm trying to end the Edict of Storms. We have similar goals. Is that right? Well, unless your goals also involve putting Kairos' minions to the sword and setting fire to the Northern Empire, then we're not similar enough. He draws his weapon. Attack position, stand your ground. Okay, that's fine with me. Oh. Corrosive Aura. Ah, another melee ability. Come on, man. Again, I just think a melee character is gonna have a lot of fun in this game. Okay, let's go over here to the little bend. Ah, so much cooldown. Why? Oh well. He has a two-handed weapon, so we're gonna focus on him. Set him on fire. Buff us up here.
Stand together.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while before this goes out. He missed him. Suck it, bitch. Okay. Go and do that. You buffed us up. I gave you the ball lightning, didn't I? I did. So let's try out the ball lightning. Move over here. I guess I'll start with this first, just to disable them a little bit more. Iron Tolling. Why aren't you... Move, woman. Okay, Iron Tolling went out. I'm gonna go for the cloud. Woman! Please. Cloud. Rhyme Spike. Why aren't you...
Let's have it then.
Weird stuff, man. Okay, and there goes Rhyme Spike. Let's test out our ball lightning and see how it works. I feel like it's not gonna hit everybody. Let me move over here.
Consider it done.
This should hit everybody. Okay. There goes the cloud. I think I missed one. And let's go for the Twisting Flame. Ooh, that's a large area. Oh, I love that. Skewer him. Smack him like that.
I'll do it for the north.
Come on, how does it work? Whee! Okay. It's a slow-moving projectile. I am not entirely sure what that did. Did it kind of like move a little bit up? Well, it definitely hit a lot of people. So he hit, crit, graze, hit, crit, hit, graze. How did you hit 9 times? I think this bounces between them. What about the fire? I grazed for frost, grazed for fire, hit for frost. The ball lightning seems to be superior, although it doesn't apply a debuff like the fire thing does. I like this a lot. Bzzzt. Yep. Everybody's stunned. Fireball. My time for ball lightning. They're all injured. Yeah, it procced 3 times. I'm just not sure if it procs 3 times because it bounces or because of the duration it's the time it's spending on top of them. Move slowly, but when it passes through an enemy... Oh, okay. It triggers when it passes through an enemy. Does bleeding stack? Because look, bleeding. It doesn't say. I don't think it stacks, sadly. Degenerating. Oh! Degenerate is corrode damage. Ah, okay, cool. Okay, they are super dead. That's not even a conversation here. Yep, ball lightning. Very good. Try and taunt that guy if you can. Toss a heal. And then toss a fireball over there. Okay, dead. Try and petrify. Engagement attack. Petrified, fireball, everybody focus on him. Turn off slow mode. And done. Okay, ball lightning. Very good. What the hell is this? Why am I getting teleported? Sage's Guild. Hieronymus. Am I next? The sage points his quill to unbroken corpses, biting his lip as he finishes the final scribblings of a note. It's gonna be a longer episode. I didn't mean to trigger this conversation. I was not trying to eavesdrop on your scuffle, but now that I have witnessed it, duty obliges me that I recorded it. He rolls a sheet of parchment into a thick tube in his hands. Come and silence the record if you must, but I warn you that sages have long written memories. No need for concern, I'm only here to kill Unbroken. Oh, I see. A little too nationalistic for my tastes, but they were decent travel company at least. He scans the corpses again and sighs. They call Kairos' forces uncompromising, but at times I wonder if it isn't the other way around. And how may this humble servant of letters be of assistance? He runs his fingers through his hair, resting his quill behind his ear. I understand that we both seek items within yonder old walls. What are sages doing here with the Unbroken? Let us say we are sympathetic to each other's causes. He clears his throat. It also helps that we're both interested in the arcana of yesteryear. The Regent artifacts are supposed to be fascinating specimens, and no sage would, in good conscience, refuse an opportunity for study. Tell me about yourself. I am Hieronymus, journeyman of the School of Ink and Quill. I scribed under Gaver's crane, and 17 tomes are bound by my hand. He coughs, his gaze at his feet. All other details are just vanity. I am more accustomed to studying others than extolling my own facts. I am looking for the steadfast insignia. Tell me what you know. Artifacts are a fascinating business, are they not? And Stalwart's decorated military history yielded so much intrigue around them. The steadfast insignia was prominently displayed in every Unbroken battle where Regent Aspison fought. Over the years it became something of a rallying marker, and its presence alone accounted for many notable victories. Hieronymus shakes his head with a sigh, gesturing toward the massive stone horizon of the old walls. It lies within, but no good discovery as well its pitfalls. He points toward the wide breach in the nearby section of the ancient stone facade. The Unbroken and I were attempting to recover a few relics of interest from the old walls, but a swarm of scourges put a halt to that plan. You do see those risks from time to time. When I was training at the library, a senior scribe told me to clear the rat out of the cellar. Some of them accursed things had knotted up their tails, and he trails off shuddering. Let's just say what happened here was almost as bad. We recovered the torch key during our ill-fated first attempt to breach the old walls. I have seen fashioned stones like it before, but what we don't know about them would fill a library. Hieronymus points with a shaky finger. Unfortunately, when we were attacked, we got separated from Gregos' men, and one of the soldiers still has the torch key. His corpse does it, to be exact. Where is this soldier's body? Just southeast of the breach. Take care, those beasts may still be on the hunt. What does the torch key do? It appears to be part of a lock and key system within the old walls. If only we could replicate such crafts on as grand a scale as the builders of this place. He shakes himself from reverie. In any event, you'll need a torch key if you want to scour the ruins below. What are the next steps? Once you get the torch key, you'll be able to venture past the first chamber. He pauses for a moment. Of course, given our aborted efforts, you can understand why I'd be hesitant to re-enter the old walls. My scribe, Javala, didn't survive the trip, the poor girl. I'll answer any questions you have, though you're apt to tell me more of interest than the other way around, I'm sure. So what are you seeking in the old walls? My research suggests that within these nearby old walls are a set of stones carved with ancient script. Oh, for lack of a better term, I call them stones of elucidation. His hand darts to his satchel, producing a hand-drawn sketch of an ordinary circle. I'm thinking if this is something that Lantry can research. I know this sketch doesn't capture the wonder, and frankly, we don't really know what they do. We have found spheres of identical size, but differing glyphs in over a dozen disparate regions of the old walls. As we find more of these stones, we can compare commonalities and sigils. With a large enough collection to study, we hope to crack the language of the old walls. Who can guess what we might learn then? Hieronymus blushes. It's been a slow process. Constructing dead languages without living witnesses is singularly frustrating. It is a tall request, but I doubt Tunon selects fools for fatebinders. I could use someone with your metal to brave the old walls. What's in it for me? For you? He looks askance, his chin resting in an ink-stained hand. I want a copy of one of your arcane texts. Maybe a sigil? Such a steep request! His eyes widen with surprise before a smile creeps over his face. But you certainly have refined tastes, and it would be an honor to have a fatebinder annotate a manuscript of mine. He scratches his chin for a long moment before slowly nodding. Help me, and I'll pay you in the future with something bound just for you. I'll consider your request. The sage bows with a nod. That is all I can expect. What of the steadfast insignia? It's just a simple trinket to the untrained eye, but every first regent since before the Unbroken earned that name wore the badge into battle. Stalwart folk are ever famous for standing their ground, and the steadfast insignia embodies their immovable nature. The wearer can resist any charge, push, or shove. I like that. He smiles, pointing to the ground, where heavy footprints are visible under layers of rust and sand. The layers of rust let you judge the age of footprints here in the Blade Grave, and these tracks heading into the old walls date back from to the opening days of Kairos' storm. What else can you read in rust patterns? Barik looks himself over self-consciously. My working hypothesis is that the only person with her feet on the ground during the peak of the storm would be the bearer of the steadfast insignia. Hieronymus aims his finger along the footprints in rust until he's pointing at the old walls. But I suppose we won't know for certain until you look. What can you tell me of the old walls? Hieronymus' eyes widen. I could speak volumes, Honorable Fatebinder, but I will summarize. The old walls predate the settlement of the tiers, the passageways crisscross the landscape, but most good folks steer clear. Kairos' laws forbid entry, which hasn't always been a problem for us, but even we saw the good sense to stay out. Explorers have found old artwork, funerary remains, and other relics of a civilization predating our own. Hieronymus lets out a long sigh as he looks at the towering wall behind him. But most find a quick death in the old walls, as the current inhabitants are inhuman predators, creatures of arcane power that appear to travel on the mists. What could I expect inside? The worst? He looks at you with a puzzled smile, his mouth moving in several half-starts. The old walls are filled with arcane beasts that attack erratically and with little warning. My colleagues can only speculate on what they are, on what possible sustenance, if any, they find in the old walls. That said, if you see one, it would be unwise to approach it and ask clarifying questions. Can you deliver a message for me? Not currently. His arm instinctively lifts up, his gloved hand raised up slightly above his ear, arm crooked to create a landing surface for a bird. He looks skyward, blinking as he searches the clouds for several long moments. My Thunderdove is carrying another missive at the moment. When she's returned, there may be room on her bindle for a note or two. Okay, that's all. Farewell. I will just loot the corpses that we killed here. Oh my god, man. 16 crush armor? 775 / armor? Plus 3 generic armor? Holy crap. And the Weeping Wound, Gravelight. Two-handed, sad. Oh. On a crit, you heal. Yeah, you heal. You drain HP. That's cool. Okay, so we are gonna end the episode here, my friends. It was a little bit longer than I had expected, but I didn't expect this little jump here. So yeah, as always, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are enjoying it. In the next episode, we're gonna explore the old walls, I would expect. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe everyone.